However you, Andrew Tate, for that matter, we defended your honor because the Sharia called it to. Now the Sharia calls us to put you in your place. There is an Islamic crime problem within the UK. This is an objective fact. Oh, is it? Okay. This should outrage Muslims. Instead, Muslims rush to deny the issue or defend the perpetrators. Do you equate that to Christianity, to Judaism? No, you don't. So can you please tell me, what has groomers, these groomers, or any of them, what connection, correlation, causation do they have with Islam? Please tell me. I want to know. Before you jump on this Islamist thing every 2 seconds. Yeah? Please bring me your evidence. Just imagine the people back in the day when they would have to travel certain distances for months or even years. What is one thing that they would carry with them? The Quran. Why? Because they did not have it on their mobile devices or their gadgets. Brothers and sisters, imagine you have an app, the Qurani app, which not only shows you how much rewards you get, but reminds you to read the Quran, gives you reminders. Download the Qurani app now and let it testify for you on Yawm al-Qiyamah that you read it wherever you was.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. The Sharia, brothers and sisters, calls us to always defend the honor of any Muslim, whoever it is for that matter. If they are being accused of something, if they make mistakes, we should always assume the best. That's why we know from the Salaf that they tell us that if you was to see your brother's beard drenched in alcohol, you should assume that somebody poured it over them. If you hear one of your Muslim brothers on a mountain saying, I am your Lord and you are my servant, you should assume that he's reading the verse of the Quran. So there's many excuses to be made when it should be. But when the time comes when you're like, all lines have been crossed, all lines, when an individual like Andrew Tate, who his brother, and if I'm not mistaken himself as well, are donating towards a filthy dirt scumbag, dirtbag, like Tommy Robinson, who is the reason why Muslims are being massacred, the man who committed those acts of killing 51 plus people in New Zealand and wrote Rotherham on it because of their propaganda that this is somehow related to Muslims. Andrew Tate has honest blood in his hands. He does. And many like him. We need to start questioning him and saying, hold on a second, where is your allegiance to? Who's your allegiance to? Because there is a lot of things that we can talk about. We've been ignoring. Why? We've been assuming the best in you. We've defended you when it came to the accusations of the whole court cases against you. When it came to yourself, you would deny that's the matrix, they're trying to take me out, this, that, you know, don't look at this, oh, they're making stuff up, false witnesses, all this kind of stuff. Okay? And then we said, yep, okay, that's true. And under Islamic law, we have a different system where we judge if one is guilty or not with evidences. So we assume the best in you. Yes? And those cases were dropped. Yes? Even though appealing, the opinion for that matter or whatever. But we assume the best in you. Then why is it that you, when it comes to the whole issue of grooming gangs or whatever it is that has nothing to do with Islam in any way, shape or form, you keep repeating this Islamist this, Islamist that, Islamist this. Here is Andrew Tate saying, there is an Islamic crime problem within the UK. This is an objective fact. Oh, is it? Okay. This should outrage Muslims. Instead, Muslims rush to deny the issue or defend the perpetrators. Rape is illegal in Islamic countries, punishable by death, as is illegally invading and occupying lands. You can enter Qatar or Bahrain. You can't enter Qatar or Bahrain illegally. There is problems with Islamic crime, which must be accepted before it is addressed. There is nothing that is worse for the reputation of Islam than watching Muslims defend child rapists. And you wonder why Islam is disliked in Christian nations. Who the flipping hell has defended groomers? Can I ask you a question? What on earth are you talking about? Hijab even asked him a question and he carries on saying, I know Muslims that said, which Muslim? Or where in Islam does it tell you, as Muslim, you're a Muslim yourself, that we should be okay with groomers? What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean there is an Islamic crime problem in the UK? Do you say that to all the churches? Your brother, does your brother go and condemn all the churches and connect all those pedophiles who have been raping those kids, burying them, bodies are being found till today, all across Catholic churches, yes, in churches? Is it a Christian problem, crime problem they have? When there's Jewish pedophiles in America running, Candace Owen is exposed, running to Israel for safe haven, do you come and say there is a Jewish
crime problem? Why is it that when there's groomers that have nothing to do with Islam, rather they live more of a Western lifestyle with their drugs, alcohol, clubbing, partying, having sex outside of marriage, and crossing all boundaries when it comes to, taking advantage of these girls? What's that got to do with Islam? Do you equate that to Christianity, to Judaism? No, you don't. So can you please tell me, what has these groomers, or any of them, what connection, correlation, causation do they have with Islam? Please tell me. I want to know. Before you jump on this Islamist thing every 2 seconds. Yeah? Please bring me your evidence. Anytime something happens, when the Southport attacks happened, you did the same thing. When the attacks in Germany happened, you did the same thing. Who are you? The question we're going to ask now is who are you being paid by? Who's got what on you? Because this is what it's starting to sound like. What are you on about? I'm starting to think, like, are you on drugs? What is it? Is someone paying you? What is it? I'm gonna speculate all kind of things, because this reminds me of when the Battle of Tabuk happened, and among the munafiqeen, many of those munafiqeen, hypocrites, amongst them 3 believers did not attend the battle, and they were severely boycotted. Now these believers, obviously, they were 3 of them was Kab ibn Malik, Hilal ibn Umayyah, and Murara bin Rabai. These were the 3 companions who their loyalty was tested in different battles, in the Battle of Badr, in the Battle of Uhud, in the Battle of Khandaq, in different places. Their loyalty, allegiance was clear to the Muslims. It was clear. But in this battle, they refrained from coming, and they had no excuse not to come. But guess what? They were boycotted. Even though Muslims knew they are believers, they proved their allegiance. They fought in battles. Yes? Okay. Number 1, they did all that. I've never seen you, like, rarely defend Islam or anything for that matter. Okay? So I don't know what games you're playing. So these individuals were severely boycotted. So much so, Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Tawbah, and Allah has forgiven the 3. These were after they were boycotted. Allah has forgiven the 3 whose case had been put off, when the earth with all its vastness seemed to have become narrow for them, and their own souls were a burden on them, and they realized that there was no refuge for them except in the mercy of Allah Himself. Allah turned to them with kindness, so that they should turn to Him. Surely He is forgiving and compassionate. Okay? In your case, we look at Sneeko. Sneeko was shown he's serious about his religion. Sneeko was shown to us, yes, that he wants to learn. Sneeko, in certain situations, is like, listen, Islam all day, every day. Sneeko has shown his hostility to the enemies of Islam, like Tommy Robinson. He's done a video refuting him. Yes, he's shown. Sneeko is not perfect. However, you, Andrew Tate, for that matter, we defended your honor because the Sharia called it to. Now the Sharia calls us to put you in your place. You need to know your place. You are here doing nothing, but your rhetoric, the things that you say, is causing our brothers and sisters who are walking down the road to be attacked and killed, for that matter, because of your stupidity. Okay, I don't know what is it that you want. I don't know if, they gave you a deal, we'll drop the charges and, we need you to turn against Islam. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. All things, anything goes to my mind. I'll be honest with you. Here, I even doubt. I even think to myself, are you do you really believe in Islam? The only thing that I have that defends it is that Allah says in the Quran to the Bedouins, they say, we've come to believe. No, Allah says, you have not believed. Rather, you have submitted. I think you are still at the stage of submission, which is, you just accept Islam and its basic principles, etc. You have not become a believer yet. Yes, a true believer. Because I've never seen you, for example, pray. Not that I'm seeing you doing in private life. Okay, you still do your certain lifestyle, whatever it is for that matter. You haven't shown us no actions like Sneeko to your faith. There has not been actions where we can say, hold on a second, this guy is serious. You have never ever, and you don't need to come to our circles, you have never reached out to the people around you, etc., who is for that matter, and we don't know nothing. I'll be honest with you, there is nothing. So there is a big question mark on you, yeah? I'm not going to come to say you're a spy, yeah? For Sneeko, we can say definitely he's not a spy. Definitely he's not a hypocrite. Most certainly he's a Muslim. Would somebody even come and say that he's even a believer? He's got faith in him now, yeah? With yourself, we can't say you're a spy. We cannot say you're a munafiq, a hypocrite who's pretending to be a Muslim. We don't have evidence for that. Because somebody who comes to Islam with certainty, we can only take him out with certainty. So we don't have that certainty just yet. And not that we're looking for it. But there's big question marks on this matter, and every Muslim should boycott you or put pressure on you, because you are basically donating to Tommy Robinson £30,000. If I insulted your mum, if I insulted your dad, and somebody donated, how would you feel? How would you feel? Tell me. As a Muslim, we defended your honor when all these accusations were made towards you. You cannot even defend the honor of your own religion, and you're throwing it under the bus. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know if they have a leverage over you. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But let me tell you something. There is a big, fat question mark on your head from now on. Yeah? And we will put that pressure on you again and again and again. And I ask Muslims to put that full pressure on him. Yes? We will truly see what he's about very soon. Yes? We will truly see what he's about really soon. Inshallah. Yeah? In the meantime, brothers and sisters, like I said before, what he said about gender roles, etc., there was a lot of truths he spoken. We are not negating him for that. But, however, when it comes to this matter of our religion comes before anything. And let me tell you something, Andrew, you might be watching this video. Islam don't need you. Not even this bit. We don't need you. Allah uses, if you have ill intentions, if you've got wrong intentions, Allah will use you with your plans that you're making. If you are making plans against his religion, Allah will use you to bring more people to Islam. Allah does not need you. Bear that in mind very carefully. And when you support people like Tommy Robinson, the flipping dirtbag who have confronted face to face that little intellectual and physical midget, yes, that little flipping clown who has no idea what he's talking about. Okay, he does not care about the victims. He rather cares about who the perpetrators are. Flipping sicko, you're as sick as him. So I'm going to say, inshallah, brothers and sisters, be very, very wary of this guy. He's treading on thin ice. He's treading on thin ice, inshallah. And let's see how things take shape, inshallah, in the coming months or years, inshallah. And we are going to see for that matter. Till next time, brothers and sisters, inshallah, I want to say that, look, again, I'm not praising anyone or dispraising anyone for that matter. I'm dispraising Andrew Tate. But Sneaker, at least he has shown his loyalty to his religion. He's shown it. And this is what our religion requires, that you put Islam first before your brother or whoever for that matter, who is a Christian or whatever. Your religion comes first. If you are going to take your religion and put it under the bus before anything else, there's a big question mark on you. That's a message to Andrew Tate, and I even challenge him, not that he needs me, in a private discussion before he thinks I'm doing it for public views, whatever, in a private setting, all these accusations and things that is thrown around, I challenge him for a debate. I challenge him. Yes, and I'm sure there's, alhamdulillah, people who are much more senior than myself, like Mohammed Hijab, who will do a better job, alhamdulillah, all day, every day. But someone like me, I would even debate you. No problem at all. Until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.